Relapse. Everybody does it. Don't be hard on yourself, but don't be soft on yourself. All these people say, oh, I've relapsed. Of course you relapsed. You know, you don't get to your end goal without stumbling a few times. You know, it's like this. When you learn to walk, you take a few steps, you fall over, you pick yourself up, you wobble, you grab onto the sofa, you grab onto the coffee table, you take another few steps. And eventually, over and over again, you learn to walk. And now you walk, you don't look back and think to yourself, oh, it took me a few times to walk. Nobody says, what age did you start walking? Or you shouldn't have tried walking because you failed at walking. You take your driving test. People get in your car. I mean, think about this. When was the last time someone got in your car and said to you, how many times have you taken your driving test before I get in the car with you? I mean, you could have been driving 10 years, 15, 20 years. They don't. Because at the time when you didn't pass your driving test, like, oh, I failed my driving test. And then you try and take it again. And some people take it a third or a fourth. You didn't fail. You just didn't succeed at that time. Because if you believed you failed, you wouldn't try again. Because failure doesn't exist. Let me tell you this true story. I have this dictionary at home. And when my children were very, very small, I took a black marker pen and I opened the dictionary and saw the word failure. And I took this black marker pen and I crossed through the word failure. And I said to my children, now, in the dictionary, show me where the word failure was. And they said, Dad, you put a black marker pen for it. I said, I know, because it doesn't exist. Failure doesn't exist. Exactly the same as relapsing. Of course, relapsing exists, but what I mean is this, it's not a failure. You may have to relapse 2, 3, or 4 times, but if you learn from it, if you identify the reasons that you relapsed, if you can change those reasons, if you can overcome those problems, then that relapse was fuel for further success. That relapse was educating you, teaching you, so that you can use for yourself to succeed. So, when you first start, I'm not saying you should aim for a relapse, because of course, you want to aim for the sky, right? You want to aim for success. But if you relapse, identify the reason you relapse, okay? Take that on board and vow to yourself, okay, I relapsed because of that. Now I'm going to move forward. But also, don't use the word relapse as some comforting blanket to go, it's okay, I relapsed. No, you did relapse, we'll use that word, but really what you're saying is you fucked up, right? And it's okay to fuck up in life sometimes, but it's only okay when you know why you fucked up and to make sure you're not going to fuck up again. So, when you relapse, if it happens, don't be over hard on yourself. It's going to happen, but learn from it. Get back to where you were. Don't fall foul of the same mistake. That's all I'm going to say. It happens. I believe in you and you can succeed. So relapses may happen on your journey. But just remember, it's a journey.